Hi, welcome to SBR Forum Videos. I'm Natalie Rydström, and this is Behind the Bookie with BetOnline. It's a show that we do every week with David Bond, the headlines manager at BetOnline Sportsbook. Each week, David will give us a little glimpse into the betting action for the major sporting events of the weekend. David, thanks for being here.
Well, I had nowhere else to be, Natalie, so you got me.
Well, David, I know that's not true. I know you guys are super busy over there, so appreciate you coming on the show. Now, firstly, we're in the throes of the Champions League group matches. Yesterday saw several matches taking place and a lot of goals being scored. Firstly, how did you make out yesterday, and were there any surprises for you?
Yesterday, we didn't make out too good. We had a lot of action, a lot of volume, which is nice, but we ended up on the losing side. Manchester United, Manchester City, Real Madrid, they all won, covered the spread, the totals went over, so that's pretty much always bad for us. The saving grace was Juventus not winning their game, so that really saved us. We would have been pretty bad if they'd have won also.
Okay, I thought actually the books were going to make a good amount of money yesterday. The goals certainly went over, I think, than was predicted.
Yeah, but as I say, it's when there's a lot of goals, it's usually bad. The favourites cover the spread. It's usually bad. The only favourite really we needed yesterday was PSG. We had some sharp money on Olympiacos in that game, but PSG managed to win. So we won the straight bets on that game, but of course a lot of people had that in their parlays.
Okay, well, the good news is, I suppose, a lot of happy punters out there from yesterday. We're now moving to the Wednesday games. Obviously, they're taking place right now. Any notable favourites?
Yeah, I mean, it's the same sort of card as yesterday. All the money's on Barcelona, Chelsea, Arsenal, AC Milan. So if we see all those teams win and cover the spread and the totals go over, it'll be more of the same. But hopefully, there'll be an upset or two today.
Well, keeping on the lines of soccer, this weekend we've got some great lineups in European football. The lines at BetOnline will open Wednesday night, Thursday morning. But right now, which matches are you expecting to get the most action on? Surely a big match like Manchester City versus Manchester United.
Yes, for sure. That's going to be a popular one. 11 a.m. Eastern on Sunday. That'll be high volume. Also in Italy, Milan play Napoli. That's also a big game. Also on Sunday. So yeah, I mean those two for sure the most action, along with the other popular teams. The big teams from all the big leagues that play in the Champions League. Their domestic games are what we generally see the most action on.
Okay, now let's move our attention over to golf. The PGA Tour Championship commences tomorrow. BetOnline has Tiger Woods at just over 5-1. Adam Scott is 10-1 and Phil Mickelson is 14-1. Where's the money coming in here?
They're going for Tiger this week. They think he's going to finish the season with a bang. We opened him 6-1 this week. He's down to 4-1 now. We've had a lot of action, so that'll be a big loser for us. For an outsider, they're betting Hunter Mahan a little bit. He's into 16-1 from 25-1.
Right. Now, week 2 of the NFL saw the underdogs cover at a rate of 8-6. Looking at the closing lines, San Diego was the biggest dog to win outright, prevailing over the Eagles, who were favored by 7.5 points. The late games did see public teams like Denver blasting the Giants and covering the spread with room to spare. And of course, the Bengals covered a 6.5-point chalk on the Monday night. So how did BetOnline end up doing here?
The NFL week overall was good for us. We got off to a good start on the Thursday night game. New England only beating the Jets by 3. So we won pretty much every which way on that game. The only way that could have been better for us was a Jets outright win, which actually nearly happened. The Sunday games were good. We won there. Actually, we had one of our bigger customers, one of our whales, actually, he won 6 figures off us, so that dented the figures a little bit. But overall, Sunday games were good. There was some surprises there, and then Monday night, the public got some money back. Monday night, no one wanted Pittsburgh in that game. Everyone was on the Bengals.
Are any games being heavily bet yet at the midway part of the week?
We have Eagles getting some action, -3. Andy Reid going back to Philadelphia there. That's going to be a big game on Thursday night. For Sunday, the most bet game we have so far is the Packers -3 at the Bengals.
Right. Now, Texas A&M put up a 22nd half points to cover the spread against Alabama, losing 49-42. This seemed to be the most public game of the week in college football. How was BetOnline's volume on the game and overall Saturday?
Yeah, really good volume again. That game, by far the most bet game on Saturday. Big game. But again, we ended up losing. The game falling on 7. Did us no favors there, really.
Okay, David, I know you're super busy as always, but thank you very much for coming on the show, giving us a sneak peek into the betting action as it happens. David from BetOnline, thank you for joining us.